Yo, what's going on, everybody? So we're going to be taking a look at this goddess, Xeno Pan, at 55%. Now, if you remember when she was revealed during the Dragon Ball Heroes livestream for their anniversary, the reaction to her was really negative because people were wanting Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Gogeta, or like Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, or something like that, and oh, what did we get? Pan. Xeno Pan. That's like not hype at all, but then as soon as her info dropped, boom! The reaction was the complete opposite, because she is dummy good. Like, ridiculously good. Absurdly good for just being Xeno Pan. So we're gonna take a look at her at 55% or without dupes, because that's going to be the most realistic case for most people. Granted, the banner is guaranteed featured SSR. As you can see here, even I have 3 dupes of her, but still 55% or without dupes should be the most realistic thing for most people. So taking a look at her hidden potential system, the way you should build her, I know a lot of people are going full dodge on her, or at least giving her majority dodge. I don't think that's right. I mean, she does have the defense, like, I guess you can say defense stacking. If she does dodge an attack, she gets 50% defense for that turn. But honestly, with the 50% chance innately to dodge, I mean, the only place where that's not going to be relevant is in, like, the legendary Vegeta event, because he just negates dodge or turns it off or something. So I would say going additional with her is better, because looking at her super attack effect, she does have a 50% chance to stun the enemy, and that's going to be extremely useful in things where the debuffs are allowed, like Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, any place where debuffs are allowed. Obviously, I think that getting 2 enemies stunned is going to be way more helpful. So I would say at least give her like 11 additional, like give her more additional. She already gets 5 dodge for being an INT type unit, so I'd say going additional is better, to be honest. But of course, build her how you want, and you can always just fix it with equipment, right? You don't need to use Dragon Stones to fix the hidden potential system. Taking a look, she is also at full link level 1. So diving in, we are in a Infinite Dragon Ball History stage on the Dragon Ball Heroes team. So I want to go through a few different teams in this video. One where it's like pretty average use case, a normal use case. Then one where she's just soaking wet in support, just dripping in that support. And then our last team that we're going to see with her is a team that has no Heroes category units, because she does get a buff for having Heroes category units on rotation with her. So looking, we are on a Heroes team, and we have a turn 1 defense of 128k. That is really good, considering that it's turn 1, and she also has a 50% chance to dodge, and she can stack her defense up higher with each attack that she dodges. She also does have 40% support from this Super Saiyan Xeno Goku, who is also a beast. You should check out my showcase of him at 55% after this video. But these two make an excellent rotation. So we're going to put her in the middle slot here, I'm going to guess, because she can dodge 2 attacks here. The thing with her dodging and gaining defense is that it is just for that turn. It's not like stacking or anything. But if you do put her in slot 1, and as long as she dodges 1 or 2 attacks or something like that, I mean, she should be defensively fine in pretty much all content, but a 50% chance to dodge is really good. She also has a 50% chance to crit, which is also good considering her damage is not the best. She is a support unit, right? Because she gives 40% attack and defense and Ki +3 to Dragon Ball Heroes. But, you know, lately, support units have been just so good that I don't even bother calling them support units anymore for the most part, because you're not really bringing them just because they're support units, but because they're just really good on the team that they're on. And Pan is one of those units, you know. She has Ki +3 and 40% attack and defense support for Dragon Ball Heroes, but she also has a 50% chance to dodge, 50% chance to crit, She also gains 50% defense for each attack dodged in the same turn, and I believe she gains an additional attack and defense plus 50% for each Dragon Ball Heroes category ally, herself excluded, on the same rotation. So let me check that for you guys, just so I can make sure. She also has 140% attack and defense, without any restriction, just unrestricted 140% attack and defense. But yeah, seems like I remembered all of this quite well. She's really, really good, right? She also does raise attack for 1 turn, so, you know, you can, if you get an additional attack, you can get some better damage numbers with her. But now we have a rotation that's just majorly support. 3 links active, 141k defense, that's the difference that the Supremo Pie of Time is making here with her support. And we're gonna have Goku in slot 1, but she's just insanely good. You know, the fact that she's supporting Dragon Ball Heroes, which after this celebration really is a sleeper for best category in the game. Like, I would put it up there, you know, I would really put it up there too. I mean, crossover technically is better because it's just a wider category, but I think having God Trunks as your leaders is better, just so you never have to worry about having key issues like ever, and then just having 1 support unit on the team will make you guarantee have a super attack. But seriously, Dragon Ball Heroes is just absolutely redonkulous, and Pan is one of the biggest reasons why. Being such a god tier support for the category without, you know, being bad. Like, the way I can describe Pan, now that I think about it, I was going to say that she's like a diet Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, but she's more of a, she's more of like STR Whis. STR Whis supports Realm of Gods, but he needs Beerus on rotation to have that support passive. And she has a less chance to dodge than him. She has a 50% chance, and STR Whis has a 70% chance. But Whis as well builds up defense when he dodges, so they're very similar. So I guess you can see why Pan is so good, because she's basically just like that Whis. I mean, Whis is still really good too, and he's from last year, so I don't know if that really means all too much, but he aged quite well. And this Pan is basically like a better STR Whis. I mean, they're not doing exactly the same things, but they're very similar. So we got sealed there. That was the whole gimmick of that wave of enemies, or that wave of enemy, or what, that phase, I should say, of this Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. But she's not really a damage dealer, you know? Her role is more of a support, and then a defensive wall for you, rather than like a damage dealer. But with the 50% chance to crit, she really does have a chance to put up some decent numbers. Like, she's hitting 2.8 million, probably at her best, more like 2.1 million, or 1.8 million actually, I'm thinking about it now, like 1.8 million to 2 million at 55%. If I had her with her dupes activated, I can see her going up to like 2.4 to 2.8 million, depending on support. But for a support unit, you know, 2.1 million, even like 1.8 million is actually quite decent for a support unit. Again, she's not anything but a support unit, right? But considering the fact that she does have 50% chance to dodge and to crit, she has the support, and she does have a debuff. I mean, she's doing a hell of a lot of things. I mean, her defense is 126k here. I mean, that's very, very good. So we're gonna get like 1 more attack stat here, and then I want to move over to a different team that is more just sopping in support, so that way we can try and see how high of an attack stat we can give her. 1.62 million with a 50% chance to dodge. I'd say it's a pretty good deal. And there you go. She just dodges both those attacks very easily. So let's move on over to a different team and see how she performs there. Alrighty, so now we are on the crossover category team, which is just filled with support units. Every single unit here does support at least somewhat, even the Super Saiyan 4 Vegetos, with I believe a 15% and Ki +1 buff. for crossover category allies. So turn 1 defense of 126k here, about the same as what it was on the Heroes team, even though there only is 30% support on rotation instead of 40%, so she's going to perform very well here, but what I want to see are her attack stats, because I want to see if I can get her to go to 2 million or so. The best supports here are going to be the Trunks, I believe, who's going to give 40%, and then the Goku is going to give 40% support. So we'll have to see. She dodged that super attack too, that's very good. But when we're looking at her links, she does have a few really standout links, the biggest of which is All in the Family. I mean, that's going to buff a lot of units, most notably that buffs Tech Mystic Gohan. All in the Family is a great defensive link. I believe it gives 20% defense at link level 1 and 25% at link level 10. I'll have to check really quickly, but she does have insane links. Yeah, she does have All in the Family at link level 1. Okay, so it's giving defense plus 15% at link level 1 and 20% at link level 10, but still, that's a massive amount of defense. If you can get that activated, it'll be really good for her and for the other unit. And as you can see, there are a lot of really good units who do have All in the Family, including Tech Gohan, if I can find him right here, Tech Ultimate Gohan. So we're going to check her out on the Hybrid Saiyans team after this. She also has the Innocence, which is an attack link. You can get that off of some younger, like young units like Goten and Trunks and the Kid Gohans and things of that nature. Battlefield Diva, she's not on Peppy Gals, notably, but you can run her on Defenders of Justice, who is led by Videl, who also leads Peppy Gals, and then you can have that link active. Saiyan Lineage is a great link as well. And then Patrol, if you have this at link level 10, it's going to give, 10 or 20% defense? I think it's 20% defense. So you're going to want Patrol at link level 10. More Than Meets the Eye is an attack link. And then the Fierce Battle link, of course, which is really good, considering some Heroes units don't actually have that link. So we're going to... There's just 3 supports on this rotation. We're just going to run through this rotation as quickly as possible and just keep getting these attack stats with Pan. I want to get a few of them, just sort of see how high we can get her to hit at 55%. Again, she's not a damage dealer, but, you know, she can do pretty decent damage, all things considered. This Trunks is just amazing as well. You know, I'm going to cover him soon. This Super Saiyan 2 STR Trunks, he's insanely good. His awakening was well worth the wait. Okay, so now we have a little bit more support on rotation. We also have Battlefield Diva active. Fierce Battle and Battlefield Diva, doesn't really matter, Battlefield Diva. But now we're at 129k defense with the extra 30% support. But again, we're here for the... We are here for the attack stats, not for the defensive stats, because we know she's really good defensively. I mean, I can't try and make her tank because of her 50% chance to dodge. I mean, perhaps we'll see her tank a super attack at some point in this video, but you can get the gist. She's just really good. 1.73 million attack stat, I mean, nothing that great, but again, a support unit. I mean, I'm calling her a support unit. It's just so weird, like, I'm so used to calling units support units, but she's just a really good unit by default. It's not because she's just a support unit, she's just insanely good. But yeah, she is definitely, like, I don't know if I want to say she's the best unit out of this 2021 Heroes banner, but she's really up there. She might be the best unit. I mean, if we're talking about a mix of everything, like flexibility, like her just sheer power, she might be the best unit out of this entire Hero celebration, which is messed up, but we have a lot of great units, like God Trunks. If we're just talking about Trunks on his own team, the Dragon Ball Heroes team, he's absolutely ridiculous, but if we're talking about him on a team that's not Heroes, he's pretty bad. The Super Saiyan Xeno Goku and the Xeno Super Saiyan Vegeta, both of them are absolutely ridiculously amazing. So yeah, you know, it's a pretty, it's a lot. There's a lot of great units here. So we're gonna have here up front get a float off the Poutine so we can get a better support on rotation. Preferably the Opie of Time. But if we can get her to get super attack, that would be nice. Nah, she just dodges. 1.57 million. So I think that's because we don't have Fierce Battle active. So we're probably going to need a unit with Fierce Battle active. Does Trunks have Fierce Battle? I actually don't think he does. He doesn't have Fierce Battle. I think the only unit here that has Fierce Battle is Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, right? Yeah, she has no, she doesn't actually have a link here. I was wrong. Still though, so we're gonna have to get Vegito on rotation with the Super Saiyan Xeno Goku as well, just so we can see. I guess that's the best attack stat we're going to get her. I mean, obviously, Fierce Battle is an attack link, and we're missing out on it. I should have brought, I just thought about this, the Super, or not the Super Saiyan, but the STR Great Saiyaman 4, that free-to-play unit. He's not a great unit nowadays because he doesn't have that much attacking defense in his passive, but he does have Ki +3 or Ki +2 and 30% attacking defense for superclass allies, and then I think he gets like an additional 20 or 30% attack for all youth category allies, which this Pan is on youth, so she would actually be getting 60% attack support from that free-to-play Great Saiyaman. So I'm not going to change. I mean, you know, I don't think it's really worth checking out, but it would make a difference. More Than Meets the Eye is an attack link, right? I literally just forgot. I have the memory of Dory. Yes, it is actually. I feel like floating here would actually be quite a decent option. I mean, I could float and get Vegito so we can have both attack links active, but then we're going to be missing out on like 25% support from the Goku. So, I mean, there's a give and there's a take. Perhaps I should have kept the Supreme Opie of Time on rotation instead of the Xeno Goku. But I doubt we're going to be able to see a higher attack stat than 2 million at 55%. 1.73. So again, like, we're sort of on the cusp of it. I mean, not really. We're actually quite far off. But the damage is not bad. That's all there really is to say. The damage is not bad whatsoever. For a support unit, I keep having to bring that up. You know, for a unit whose main role is either to tank or to support, her defense is beyond, or her attack stats are beyond just good enough, in my opinion. So let's get one more attack stat with the Vegito back on rotation, and then we're going to hop over to a team that doesn't have any Heroes category allies, because she does miss out on the 50% attacking defense for each Heroes category ally on the team, herself, or on the rotation rather, herself excluded. So she would miss out on 100% attacking defense, which could hurt, but shouldn't really matter, considering the fact that having the dodge chance and the defense build up from dodging should be good enough already. I mean, her turn 1 defense will be a little bit worse, but turn 1 defense isn't as relevant when you have a whole bunch of, or you have a high dodge chance already. So, one more attack stat, and then we're going to hop over to that team. Probably going to be Hybrid Saiyans, so we can show off how good she is next to the Tech Mystic Gohan, who is just absolutely amazing. I mean, of course he's amazing, right? So 1.77 million, you know, nothing too special. That's about the best we're going to get. I mean, if she was link level 10, we'd probably see a little bit better. And we will also have better defense numbers because of those defensive links she does have. But anyways, let's move over to the Hybrid Saiyans team. Okay, so now we are on a full Hybrid Saiyans category team without any Dragon Ball Heroes units. I mean, you could bring along the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks or the Gohonks, or you can even bring God Trunks himself. But again, we are just trying to see her without that part of her passive active. Again, so you can see here, she does get attack and defense plus 50% per Heroes category ally, herself excluded, attacking in the same turn, and since we don't have any heroes units, she can't possibly get that from her passive. We do have 80% support right now, 40% from this Trunks for Hybrid Saiyan support, and then 40% support for Goku's family off of the GT, Goten, and Trunks. But even with 80% support on rotation, she's only at 108k defense, so her defense is lower than it was turn 1 in the previous 2 teams that I showed off, so that is pretty notable already. How many links do we have active? Just Fierce Battle. And here we have Fierce Battle and Saiyan Lineage. So we're going to actually keep the Goten and Trunks on rotation with her. So she's going to be a little less impressive when she is on a team that doesn't have any other heroes units. I mean, it's not the end of the world because, again, as I said, a 50% chance to dodge with the defense stacks when she does dodge for that turn. And she's not gonna die turn 1 if she gets super attacked before, like, and she doesn't dodge it, or she doesn't stack her defense up with a few dodges before she takes the super attack hit. Like, she's not gonna go down that easily, but she definitely will not perform as well. I mean, I think the worst thing than missing out on the 100% attack and defense from not having Heroes category allies on the team, or on the rotation rather, but I think the worst thing is that her support is just completely going to waste when you think about it, because she does support heroes, and if you don't have any Heroes category allies, then her support's just like doing nothing. So that's more of a reason to want to bring at least 1 or 2 Heroes category allies if you can, which is entirely possible on many of the categories she's on. Like Defenders of Justice, she's on Defenders of Justice, the team led by Videl, right? And Defenders of Justice has a whole bunch of Heroes category allies on it, all of the Time Patrol. Goku's family, enough said, plenty of Heroes category allies. Hybrid Saiyans, God Trunks, the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Gohanks, they're both available for that category. Let's look at the rest. I mean, there should be Heroes category allies available. I mean, Youth, I think she may be the only Youth member of the Heroes, or what am I trying to say? She may be the only Heroes category unit on Youth as well. She's on Crossover, which of course Crossover is just Heroes but better. And Time Travelers, which obviously it's like Time Travelers is like Heroes but supposed to be better, but really isn't because we don't have a good leader. But yeah, I mean, she is going to be usable, and she has units to both give her her passive and for her to support on those categories. So I'm going to try and link her up with the Tech Ultimate Gohan if I possibly can. Would be nice if we could. I should have had her attack here instead, but we're just going to try and skip this rotation and get the Tech Ultimate Gohan here. But I should have looked at her defensive stat, but it's going to be like 107k because we actually have 5% less attack and defense support because that Super Saiyan 2 EZA Gohan is actually a step down in terms, he's 5% away from matching the Hybrid Saiyan's Trunks support, giving 35% instead of 40% support. So we're just gonna get a few attack stats and then we're gonna like call it a video, right? Another thing that's nice to note that I actually wanted to talk about with the Xeno Super Saiyan Goku on the team is that she, along with him, are like a perfect, or not perfect, but they're like a really good duo that complements each other because Goku supports her with Goku's family support, she supports him with hero support, and then he greatly raises attack and defense infinitely, so he's a greatly stacker, he's a great stacker, not just a stacker, which means that he does want to build up a bit before he can actually start to tank, so if she and him are on rotation together, they are both good enough to stay on rotation. You have her be the main slot 1 tank until that Goku can stack up to 450k, 500k defense or more, and then you can have him be the slot 1 tank if you want. So I think that's a little interesting dynamic. And the same thing happens for this Gohan, because he's even better of a tank than the Xeno Super Saiyan Goku. And, oh, I don't know why I'm going here, but as you can see, they have All in the Family active, so now our defense is at 110k. Granted, it would probably be higher if we had more support, but, I mean, honestly, 15% attack, or 15% defense, 15, not 50, 15% defense from a Link isn't as good as the, like, 40% support from a support unit, but still, I mean, 110k defense is quite good, and now she has a true dedicated tank to be on rotation with her, because she can fall at times or stumble at times if she doesn't dodge, like, at all. Like, if she takes consecutive hits from an enemy, it's going to be painful. She does need to dodge to get 15, like, as you saw there, before she got hit, she took like 26k, and then she dodged, and then she took double digits. So if she took like 3 of those hits there, because if like she can just not dodge, like her dodge chance is only 50%, which is very good, but it's not like Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku or like STR Whis level. It's still very good, just not over the edge like reliable. I'd say 50% chance, you're still gambling. It's a coin flip. But the thing with her is that you do have the safety net. You dodge 1 attack and you should be okay. You dodge 2 and then you take the rest. Like if slot 1's getting bombarded, if you take 1 or 2, if you dodge 1 or 2 times, you can take the rest of the attacks hopefully better, you know? So I guess that's what I like about her design, right? So let's get this attack stat here. I think this is going to be like one of the best rotations for this team. I mean, we already saw the most support with the GT, Goten, and Trunks, and then this STR Trunks together on rotation. But here, we're at 110k defense once again. And it really just comes down to, you know, the fact that she's not really supporting anyone. She's not looking as good. Defensively, she is a little weaker without heroes units. So she is going to be that real definitive hero staple unit for that team. But she is usable on other teams, right? Like you can bring her into Hybrid Saiyans, Super Battle Road. You know what I mean? Like you can do stuff like that with her as well. You can bring her into those long events. She's going to be good for those short events as well. And overall, like, she's just a really solid unit. So I think that's going to be it for the showcase. And then we're just going to go take a look at her unit info here. So taking a look at her unit info, right? She does lead crossover category with Ki +3 and 150% support. So, or 150% to stats, rather. And that is really good. Like, she's not really a sub-lead. She's a lead for crossover. And there is a benefit to that in that you can run 2 Xeno Pans, which isn't the worst idea when you think about it. I mean, if you don't have Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, running Xeno Pan as your leader, even for Dragon Ball Heroes, running her as your leader over Super Saiyan God Trunks could be plausible if you need another defensive presence on your team, right? Like if you are running the GT Legendary Goku event and you just need something to help you tank earlier on before your Super Saiyan Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta can stack up a bit, this Xeno Pan can definitely be a great leader for you. She does raise attack for 1 turn, supreme damage, and a high chance of stunning the enemy. Her super attack is Maiden Strike, which is melee based, which only really is relevant in like one place, right? Which is going to be if you're facing off against that Tech Gogeta in his Dokkan event or whatever. I don't even think he can nullify melee super attacks in Dokkan events and everything, but her attack animations are really funny as well. They're goofy, but who cares? She's a really good unit. So her high chance of stunning, or 50% chance of stunning, is really good. Obviously, for Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road, Infinite Dragon Ball History, those places where debuffs are allowed. I mean, Infinite Dragon Ball History, I don't think stunning is allowed, but maybe in the first couple of phases it is. But still, those debuffs are really huge for Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. Having an enemy be stunned is a great defensive net for your whole team. It's better than just, you know, debuffing for like having lowering attack isn't as good as stunning, because lowering attack, while it may benefit units with high defense or with good enough defense to take double digits, if you have a unit that just can't tank even with the lowered attack, it's still going to hurt them. But having a stun just shuts that enemy off basically for that rotation. Her passive, Energetic Girl. Attack and defense plus 140% unconditionally. Heroes category allies, key plus 3 and 40% to stats. 50% chance of performing a critical hit. 50% chance of evading enemy attack, including super attack. Plus an additional defense plus 50% within the same turn with each attack evaded, including super attack. So that's really, really good. But again, it's not entirely reliable, so I kind of understand why people are going full dodge. But again, I still recommend people to give her some additional attack for her debuff and her super attack. But still, I can understand the dodge if you want to have a more reliable defensive presence, I guess. Then she also gets an additional attack and defense plus 50% for each Dragon Ball Heroes category ally, herself excluded, attacking in the same turn. Her links are the Innocence, All in the Family, the Saiyan Lineage, Battlefield Diva, Patrol, More Than Meets the Eye, and Fierce Battle. Most of these links are pretty good, like Fierce Battle is really good, Battlefield Diva is really good. Or when I say really good, I more mean that they're going to be active a lot because there are a lot of units on her teams that she is available on that also have those links. I mean, the Innocence is good if you have like AGL, Dokkan Fest Gohan, the kid one from the Garlic Jr. movie. All in the Family is one of her best links. Fierce Battle, as I said, More Than Meets the Eye, if you can get it, it's attack and defense plus 10%. Patrol, you want link level 10 for Patrol. Patrol is like a big unit at link level 10. It's not like Big Bad Boss's level, but it is very impactful. 20% defense is a large chunk of defense if you don't have it. And on Heroes, you're going to have it. So link level 10 her for sure. And then lastly, let's just go take a look at her categories. So she is on, I believe 8, right? 8 or 9? Yeah, she's on 7 actually. Dragon Ball Heroes, which of course, she's going to be a staple on this team. She is going to be one of the best units on this team, a hard carry, and she's going to be a must include on Heroes. Believe me when I say that. Hybrid Saiyans, a great team that's constantly going to get buffed, and it does have Heroes units available on it, so you can get her passive, as long as you have her on rotation with someone like God Trunks. She will have 50% attack and defense at minimum when kept on rotation with like God Trunks on the Hybrid Saiyans team. Goku's family, which again has some Heroes units on it, like the Super Saiyan Xeno Goku, the Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan as well. Youth, which I think might be the worst category that she's on. I don't see a single. Okay, there is the Great Saiyan Man 4 and the Beat cards, which, I mean, they stack attack and defense, and this one is particularly good because of his support, but that's about the only other Heroes unit I can see here that's on Youth as well. So one of the worst categories for her, but she honestly will be a big deal in this category because it just needs help, it needs buffs, and she'll be a great defensive presence on the team. Time Travelers, if we had a better leader for Time Travelers, this would be a better Heroes category team, much like Crossover, because as you can see here, we have a lot of Heroes units on this team, because obviously Time Patrol, they're Time Travelers, duh, right? But yeah, we need a leader better than Bojack to be the leader for Time Travelers. If we have a STR Cooler or STR Bojack type of leader for Time Travelers, then this team all of a sudden can become extremely runnable, extremely good, as you can see by all of these powerful units that are available. Crossover, obviously, is just a rehash of Heroes, but wider with better, or with a lot more units on it. I shouldn't say a lot more, but it does have more units on it. And Defenders of Justice, which is led by STR Videl. She is not actually on Peppy Gals, but she can be run with Videl on a Peppy Gals team because of her Defenders of Justice leader skill. She does have Battlefield Diva, so I don't know why she's not on Peppy Gals, because she can't even link with them. She can link with Peppy Gals units, so honestly, I mean, she's runnable here too, you know, with the Tech Mystic Gohan. She can be a great linking partner with him. But yeah, she's a fantastic unit, a staple unit, usable everywhere. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you think about Xeno Pan, the absolute goddess that she is. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.